while since I have updated anything. I've been on my estrogen, my estrase, and that medicine has kind of not been the best to be on either. I've had a lot of headaches, I'm tired, I have a lot of stomach aches, my sense of smell is very heightened. I was at work and certain smells were making me nauseous the other day. Somebody had sunscreen on and then that just like really did not agree with me. I haven't had much of an appetite, but I seem to be retaining water or something because I'm gaining weight even though I am barely eating anything. This past week, I upped my medication to taking 2 tablets 3 times a day, and I definitely noticed my symptoms get even worse when I did that. So hopefully soon they'll kind of level out. Maybe I'll get used to it. Who knows? I don't know. So, quick update. I went to the doctor's this morning for another lining check. Like I said in my last video, my lining wasn't exactly where he wanted it to be. It wasn't thick enough. So he wanted to double check right before I started my progesterone injections. So I had an ultrasound this morning and had some blood work done. I still have the 2 cysts. That was the reason why we did the blood work, to make sure that they weren't producing any hormones. My lining barely made the cut to be considered good enough to transfer, which is kind of weird because in all of my other cycles I've done, I've never had a lining issue. So, but I've never been on this medication. All the other times I was actually doing a full cycle, so doing the trigger shot, ovulating, and doing everything. This has just been the estrogen, and I'm definitely responding very slowly to it. But he said that it was the appropriate size to go ahead and do the transfer, and that my uterus looked beautiful. So I got the results back on my blood work, and they said that my progesterone was really low, so the cysts weren't producing any hormones or anything, so we are good to go ahead and proceed with the transfer. I was originally supposed to start my progesterone tomorrow morning, but they have recently decided to change their protocol and start 12 hours earlier. They were doing some studies when the uterus is most receptive to an embryo. And in a lot of women, it was 12 hours earlier than when we were originally starting our progesterone. So lucky me, I get to start my progesterone tonight, which sucks because I really don't want to do these shots at all. Then again, it is kind of nice because before he had us doing it in the morning, sometime between 6 a.m. and 9. So Derek leaves for work at like 6 in the morning, so that would have put me getting up even earlier just to get stuck with a needle in my butt. That didn't sound too appealing first thing in the morning right when I wake up, so at least now I guess I can do it at nighttime. He has us doing it around 9 o'clock every night. That kind of gives us time to not feel so rushed, I guess. I got my progesterone. I've got 4 vials of it right now. Each vial will last me 5 days. I'll be injecting 2 cc's of progesterone into my muscle every single night up until my pregnancy test. And if I'm pregnant, then I have to continue doing these injections until I'm 12 weeks pregnant. So that's 1 injection in the butt muscle every night for 12 weeks. Should be fun. So this is what it looks like. Comes in a vial. There are 10 mLs in each vial. So like I said, I'll blow through this in 5 days. And then they sent me a whole bag full of a bunch of needles, syringes and needles. So like I said, this is enough just to get me through 20 days of progesterone injection. We are, like I said, starting tonight. Hopefully it won't be as scary since I kind of know what to expect since we did our trigger shot. So I'll continue taking my estrogen pills, and then as of tonight we're adding in the progesterone injections, and then tomorrow morning I have to start taking doxycycline again. That's an antibiotic that they want me to take leading up to the transfer. So I'll go ahead and check back in tonight when we go ahead and do our first progesterone and oil shot. I almost forgot to mention, we are set to do our transfer in 5 days. So we had to do some paperwork a couple days ago and get it notarized. It was basically just legal paperwork about how many embryos we're gonna transfer, what to do with our embryos that came back abnormal from the PGS testing, and we both just had to sign it and basically give consent to use our embryos. So 5 days and counting. Now we just have to get through these progesterone shots